Hey, how y'all doing? Excuse me for not having a shirt. I was just led to say this though, cause I'm kind of hot in my house. I don't feel like going back inside and putting on a shirt. But I want to tell y'all about the dream I had. Um, it was a dream about the Antichrist, and it was a dream about martial law, I believe. But I had it like 2-3 days ago, and in my dream, my dad was back alive. I don't know why. He was alive though. But we was getting kicked out the house. Everybody in the whole neighborhood was getting kicked out. They was going inside of our houses and taking all of our stuff out and putting them inside the street. And so I looked up and I was watching the TV, a big old screen, like a movie type screen. But it was this Beyonce actually. She was smiling a lot. She was on there and she was smiling a whole lot, like trying to deceive people type, like making it look like she good and stuff. And for some reason, I didn't. This sound crazy because you never expect this, but I knew that was the Antichrist in my dream. And I don't think it's really like Beyonce, but I think that just represents something. Like, I didn't think it was gonna be a woman, but I knew my dream was Antichrist because she was trying to pose like y'all supposed to worship me and I'm Lord and stuff. And I just like it, she had some letters beside her name, and it said L, and then it had O R. The O and the R was cut off though, and then a D. So it was like L and D, but then in the middle, it was an O and R there. So, and I knew that was Lord. So I knew she was trying to pose as like Christ, but like Christ, and she was smiling a lot. So I think that whoever that person's gonna be, they gonna be real smiley. They're gonna be smiling a lot, trying to see people. I know, like, even one of the presidential candidates that's like that. She's a woman. We all know her. She lost the election last year. Real smiley, but got things hidden about them. And so, and it's crazy too because, and I'm just strong believing Christian, but Hillary Clinton, she smile a lot. She may pose as she for the people, but it's a lot of things people don't know. Like her family, they was receiving gifts from ISIS, actually, like gifts. And this is what I believe. I don't know if it's automatically true, but I seen something on the news and it's like they was funding them a lot. And to back that up, and everybody knew this, her when she was running for be a president, she said she was gonna open the borders for everybody to come in as they please. Open borders all the time. That's not nothing. That's not even biblical. That ain't. You can't just let anybody come in. It's like your house. You can't just let anybody come in your house. Like, yeah, there's some good Muslims, there's some good Chinese, but you can't just let anybody come in. You can't do that because you don't know what they're gonna do. She even allowed for the Syrian refugees to come, and I'm not saying they automatically gonna come over here and blow everything up, but still, like, just so freely like that, just freely. And she was even talking about America, the people of America, they don't need guns. Saying it's gonna be a strong gun control law. She was gonna increase it to where we probably not even gonna have no guns. That's very dangerous. And that was I really believe if she would have got in as to be a president, she was gonna bring in that martial law. I really believe that. And it's just crazy how stuff happening so fast. We got another hurricane, Hurricane Nate. You know, this like the 7th, 8th hurricane in the last month. 8 hurricanes in a month. When has that ever happened? And they all like hitting the same spot. Gulf of Mexico, California, the East Coast. Come on. Back to back. Like that. Then you got Las Vegas shooting, 59 people getting killed, 200 people getting injured. Come on, man. Either two things I believe that's going on with that. Either that's a setup that's being planned, or it's just straight demonic possession. One main thing I think that's being planned is because it's all bringing in the martial law. Once they say somebody's going crazy and mentally ill, nobody mentally ill like that. I'm just being honest with you. Nobody that crazy. Nobody with a right mind is not mentally ill like that. I know a lot of mentally ill people crazy. But nobody just thinks so, like, it's gotta be a cause. It's gotta be nobody just gonna throw their whole life away like that. Like killing yourself is one thing, but just going out and just killing a whole bunch of people, it sounds like it's a plan set up behind that, because this has been happening too recently, and it's been maybe the first time you might believe that, oh yeah, mentally ill, but it's been happening too recently now. And now it started with the Columbine shooting, and then a couple years later, then you got the college campus shooting, and then you got the shooting at the movie theater, then you got the Sandy Hook shooting. Like, it's been happening for it's been happening throughout years, but now it's been happening too frequently, because it seems like it's been a mass shooting like almost like every month, like at least once a month. Even the church shooting. The church shooting and everything. Nobody probably heard about that, but 2 weeks ago, just about, it was a church shooting. Like 9 people got killed. Somebody walked in the church and just started shooting. That's crazy. In the house of God, come on. But people, they're mentally ill. Wow. Yeah, that's real mentally ill. I'm gonna tell you something. This keep going on like this, don't be surprised. The strong hold on people's guns is gonna become a real problem, because they trying to make it like, oh, people not responsible to have guns now, so they don't need them. So take away the guns. Once you take away the guns, you take away the people's power, because the only people that's gonna have the guns is the military. And I'm gonna tell you something too. And I ain't trying to put my business out there, but 2 years ago when I was in jail, I was talking to a person, one of the military COs there, and he told me they was already training, riot training. They was doing training over the summer for riot control. And this was in like 2014, 15, back when the riots was not happening like that. In 2014, 15, these riots was not happening like this. It's been almost a riot every 2 weeks. Almost every 2 weeks has been a riot. I know for a fact riots was not happening like that in 2014, 15. He was telling me they was doing riot control over the summer. That sound kind of fishy. Who plans for something that didn't even happen? Something that they plan on happening. So, and then if you look, I'm one of them people. I like to look at the stars and the moon, and I love to look at the sun and the sky. If you look real close, it feel like it's fading away. I don't know about y'all, but in Charlotte, North Carolina, when the sun get up to a certain point and then when it starts to set, it's like the clouds look like they fading away. Like they look like they're not in its full perplexity. Like they're not like its fullness. Like how they be white and stuff, and they starting to look, but it's not rain or nothing. It's not no stratonimbus cloud or nothing. It's not no. They look like one. The sun's radius is so bright now. It's like it blocks the clouds. It's so radiant. Like all you see around the sun is the light around the sun. I never seen the sun's radiance that bright and that big. I never seen that, cause it's like you got the sun and then you got the rays, and then around the sun is like huge radiance that any clouds that's in that radiant section, this look like it's fading away. And then with the moon, even though people been having dreams about the moon and the planets, if you look closely, the moon has gotten bigger. The moon has gotten big. It's not the same size. It's not. The moon has gotten huge. It's little signs like that, that show me something finna happen. Cause I looked 2 days ago, kind of scared me a little bit. That moon was huge. That thing almost looked like a planet. My girlfriend was saying it looked like it's right there, like you can walk to it. That thing was huge, yo. That thing, I ain't never seen the moon that big ever. That all this stuff happening. Then you got, people don't know about this, but in Oklahoma, you got solar flares hitting the ground already. There are solar flares, either solar flares or they say aliens. Whatever them things was, it looked like a meteorite. I don't know if y'all seen this, but I watch like news like Jason A and YouTube videos like that. And you in Oklahoma, yo, they look like meteorites crashing to the earth. And then it happened somewhere else. It happened in Britain. So all this stuff happening in one time, just the beginning of birth pains. And we know this. So I'm gonna keep putting these videos out. I really wasn't gonna put out videos like that until I started seeing the feedback. And I really appreciate y'all feedback and stuff, because that be uplifting me a lot. Cause I be going through my stuff and my struggles and everything. I'm not perfect at all. God's still working on me a lot. I still got a lot to learn. I still got a lot to do. But I really appreciate y'all and the feedback y'all be giving me, cause that's gonna keep pushing me to share His word and to spread this news, because He coming real soon. And don't give up. That's all that's been going through my mind all week. Cause it's like little things, some big things, but they come and they get you. They try to knock your faith off, or some things that you might slip up and do that try to knock your faith off. Don't give up. I'm gonna say this to all the people that's been trying to live right, but they've been slipping up. Do not give up. The fact that you are trying to get right, that little thought that you trying to get right is enough. But don't keep slipping up. But what I'm telling you is God gonna work with you. Keep asking God to give you self-discipline over that thing that you're trying to fight over. Because I'm doing the same thing myself. Do not give up. Don't just say, oh well, I'm just continue to do my acts and everything. Just keep pressing on. Repent, get back right, but then in your mind, know that I'm gonna eventually get over it. I'm gonna get through this. Because it happened to me. Trust me, it happened to me. When you think it's over, it's not over. It's only over till God says it's over. So I love y'all. And I thank y'all for listening to me. And please subscribe to my video if y'all want to watch more videos from me. Rodney Chambers. Rodney and Chambers. That's my channel name. And I thank y'all for everything. And I thank God too up there. And I love y'all. Alright, peace out.